Okay, running everything. Good. We are live. Hello, everybody. Hello, welcome to the stream. Hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to this short live stream, short flight test. Here taking the Embraer E175 from xCrafts. In a quite rainy Montreal. At least it looks like it's raining. Yeah. So today, what we're gonna do? Basically a test flight, short flight about for an hour from Montreal, Canada to Toronto. We're taking the E175 from xCrafts, painted in the colors of Air Canada Express, or we could just say it's Jazz Air, I think. So our call sign is going to be Jazz 7774. We are on VATSIM. This is X-Plane 12. No ATC for the moment, but we have Toronto Center. But he's been up for 3 hours already, so I'm not so sure we're gonna catch up with him. Anyways, I just spotted the Lufthansa A340-600 approaching Montreal, so maybe in this shot I will be able to take a look at it. What else do we have interesting? So for the route is pretty simple, 1 hour flight, not expecting any significant weather except for some icing, which we should catch from flight level 110 to 190. No big deal, I think. Embraer has the anti-ice system and it works good. At least I've been flying with it in some other icing conditions and it's doing a pretty good job. And yes, overall we want to see how this beta version, one of the latest, I think this is the latest actually. Yeah, I have everything updated, so this is the latest beta version for the Embraer. How everything is working, if the flight plan is working good, the routes, and the plane just does it nicely. I'm just hearing some aircraft, so probably is somebody else around us. So yeah, sit back, enjoy the flight, and let's start, I guess. So I'm just curious to see where was the other guy, because we had a Lufthansa A340. Oh, there there he is. Okay, so we kind of missed the arrival. But anyways, let's go into the aircraft. It's in a cold and dark state. First of all, if you didn't notice this, but there is a panel for the cabin lights, and it works. Now it's daytime, flying real-time, real weather, but it actually works. So if you try this at the night time, don't be me and do dozens of flights with the cabin lights switched off. It's all here, so you switch the lights on, and then you can control how bright you want the lights to be on. Yeah, even the temperature selector here is modeled. Pretty cool thing. I'll just leave it on for the moment, and let's get into the cockpit. I'm just gonna pull my checklist, and we're gonna go with the power up checklist and the cockpit preparation, the very basic. So let me just first take a look here on the tablet. What do we have set up? So I'm going to open the cargo doors because we're going to be loading some cargo with some passengers. The GPU as well is going to go on. And now, as we have the GPU turned on, we can go ahead and follow the checklist. So the GPU button is depressed. APU gen button is pushed in to the side. Battery 1 and 2 knobs are off. Fuel DC and AC pumps knobs are on auto. Everything is good here. Emergency light selector is on off. Windshield wipers are both on off position. This is very important because in real life, imagine today we have rain, but if there wouldn't be any rain, if we power up the aircraft and the wipers would go on, we could damage the screen, the windows. So very important to see that. Hydraulic systems 1, 2, and 3B hydraulic pumps are all on auto. 3A is on off. Landing gear lever is down. This is important as well because of maintenance checks. Engine 1 and 2 start and stop are on stop. Speed brake lever is down. Yeah, it is. And thrust levers are on idle. They are circuit breaker panels. Now this is here on the left side and on the right side. This is not modeled, unfortunately, but it's actually fine. So I checked that as well. And now we can go ahead and go with the battery. So battery 1, battery 2 on. This warning should not happen. So it should be silent on the first 5 seconds. But we're going to ignore that for the moment. We should have displays 2 and 3 available, which is this one and this one. They should come up in a moment. There we go. ECAS messages we have known for the moment. Battery voltages. So let's go here to electrical. Check the battery voltages. So we have 23.9. That's above 22, so that's good. Slat and flap position agrees with the surface, which is flaps as 0, slats 0. And fire extinguisher panel, I think it's up here, so we need to hold 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 5. Perfect. And we can clean this. And exterior emergency light selector, of course, we switch it first to the on position, so this light turns on, and then we move it to the arm position. There we go, it extinguishes. That's the first checklist complete. Now we have the basic power up. We can establish electrical power, so let's go and hit the GPU. And now set the exterior lights. So we're gonna switch with the no smoking, navigation, logo, and switch the dome off for the moment. Come here to the status. Very cool. I think on one of the streams I wanted to show you the flight controls test. You can see it here, how it performs everything. This is pretty cool. And let's go back to the status. Here to weight and balance, we're gonna request our company load sheet through the sim brief. This is really cool. Montreal to Toronto, payload is 8.1 tons, block fuel 4.4. That's pretty cool. Let's hit view load sheet. This is it all loaded up, and we're just gonna load the plane. So as we already loaded up the plane, we can confirm the fuel here is on. I'm gonna switch the fasten seatbelt sign on already, and now we can start programming the the FMC. Lover Sea Airlines, hello, welcome to the stream. And Ekaterina, hello, welcome, have fun. So first of all, this is the radio page. I'm gonna switch already the transponder to 2000 and switch to Unicom 1228. This is really cool. You can just hit and switch. Com1 is set. 1228, this is good. Let's go to route. So AirAC is good. Let's go to route, Montreal to Toronto. Now let me just open the flight plan here on my second monitor. I hope you guys can hear me nicely. And the sound and the picture is looking good. So Toronto. That's good. And our call sign is Jazz. So that's Juliet Zulu Alpha 7774. Flight ID set. We're gonna activate this one. Hit departure. We are gonna go according to the latest METAR, which I will check just now. Departure. So wind is 140 at 10. We're gonna use 28 because it just goes the right way, and it's just a 10 degrees component. So pretty cool. Chris Ninja, hello, welcome to the stream. And Ekaterina, thank you. The sound and picture are good. Thank you very much. So 24 left, that's what we're going to be using. And departing via, this has a name. I just want to read. This is Montreal to departure, so this one is correct. Going to hit apply, activate, and now I'm going to insert the rest of the flight plan, which is pretty simple. So we go to Bob key. Different keypad on the Embraer, and every time I use it from the Airbus, kinda breaks my mind. Bob key, Melty, then Tourney, and finally we do the arrival. We're gonna hit activate arrival. For now, I expect runway 24 left, ILS. Now I'm not sure I'm gonna use the Cetra transition. Let me just confirm here on the charts, guys, really quick. Cetra, no, I don't feel like. No, yes it is. Okay, Cetra, and our star is gonna be the Rugged 5. Via... I feel like it's gonna be Ubnox. No. None of that. We're gonna just hit arrival and apply. We have a discontinuity there. Let's go just to the plan. Scroll through it so we can zoom in a little bit. As you can see, we're gonna have vectors on the departure. Now we scroll through the flight plan. This is all looking good. Ragged, Danka, Emilu should be next, Cetra, and Lizdu. Perfect. I'm gonna hit activate here. Just gonna clear the discontinuity. Doing that, I'm gonna go to the flight plan, reach here the discontinuity, and from Ragged, we're gonna just do like this, activate, and it's all good. Let's go to the performance in it now. We had the key there. I just wanted to go to the key. All fine. Tail registration matches our alternate fuel. Is gonna be alternate fuel. I was looking in the wrong place. Of 1,100 kilos. Set that in. Next page, cruise altitude is gonna be 300. Our cruise winds expected are to be 249 at 55. Takeoff CG is gonna be 18.4. We already have the load sheet, so we can set that up. Zero fuel weight is 29.9. This is incredibly light. So 30, that looks good. Is Jazz 7774 your call sign? Yes, it is, Chris Ninja. Alright, this is all good. ISO deviation, we could set that. It's -5. So let's set it in, just for the sake of it. Hit next, this is all good. Takeoff data set now. We'll use takeoff 2. Flex, just enter flex 40. FMS takeoff, hit next. Actually, wait, I forgot one thing, sorry. Takeoff data set, TRS here, set the climb to, this is important. And takeoff data set back, FMS takeoff. Alright, we're gonna set the wet runway. I'm gonna just disregard the winds, honestly, because it makes no difference. Because I've seen that same map. Oh yeah, that's me. That's absolutely me. Are you flying as well? Alright, let's hit next. We're gonna depart flaps 1, obviously, and we're gonna calculate everything here on the EFB. So, runway to use 24 left, takeoff 2, flaps 1, condition is, we're gonna set good to medium. Winds, I think it was like 250 at 10. Temperature, we can just use here, it's +4, so, oops, sorry. Temperature is 4, and QNH, I'm gonna check on the X-plane map, because sometimes it differs a little bit from the METAR. So QNH is 1019, let's set it already here. 1019. Which is completely unrealistic, because here in Canada they use inches of mercury. So yeah, I'm gonna see departure. It should be QNH 3013, so let's set this to inches of mercury and 3013. Let it be like this. And here we're gonna just write like this, hit compute. Alright, speeds V1 130, rotate 148, and V2 149, VFS 195. I'm gonna send this to the FMS and go here to the data link, load takeoff speeds. This is all good. And continue with takeoff. Speeds are all here. And hit departure limit. So this is for the noise abatement. Procedures, we have a note here for the noise abatement regarding the for Montreal. So jets departing from this is not applicable. Alright, so basically I'm gonna do 800 to 3000 like I do every time. Takeoff, flaps is all set, flaps 1. Takeoff pitch streams Stream 4.0 up. This is going to be the one, and that's basically it. Departure limit is set. Flight plan. So, all good. Chris Ninja, am I on X-Plane 12? Because I think you're going to buy it. Yes, I am. This is X-Plane 12, and I very much recommend you. Is this event sim traffic? Yes, it is. Jazz, nice. Cool. All right, let's go back to radio. 1228, flight plan is checked. It looks good. Our initial climb, according to the SID, is going to be 5,000. We're going to do the briefing, guys. Don't worry. I'm going to read everything about this. So we have no ETC, and for aircraft not assigned with ATC, it's going to be 5,000. I'm going to hit auto throttle. It's going to default this to 250 degrees. Remember, now on the xCrafts, we don't have the FMS speeds, but we're going to have it soon, I think. And we're going to hit the toggle button here, so it's going to arm LNAV and VNAV to roll and take off. So that's really cool. Just in case, we're going to maintain the heading to 37 for the departure, in case we need to maintain the heading, and then we're going to switch everything else. All right, so route is good. It's all set. Speeds are set. We have everything calculated there. I think that's about right. We have the plane loaded up. One thing I want to do is switch already the APU because it's pretty cold. So we can warm up the cabin a little bit. So APU window is good. It's 1, 2, 3. That's good. And there we go. APU is pulling up. We can go here to the electrical page and see that the APU is going to appear right here in this spot, if I recall correctly. But it should be. All right, thank you. You're welcome, Chris Ninja. So I think it's time to do a little briefing, guys. You know, I like doing the briefings, and I very much recommend you all to do them as well. So to do the briefing, I'm going to put my little briefing on the screen. I'm going to display. Oh, did you see there the APU appearing? That's cool. Enable the display here, and I'm going to show you everything that we have here. All right, so we are at gate 23. This is good to know. And let's start with the flight. So we're flying flight Jazz 7774 from Montreal to Toronto. I didn't read the NOTAMs for this time. I'm sorry, guys, but if you really want to do the real thing, read the charts. Our weather is looking good apart from the rain here on the departure. Some clouds. We can take a look here at the METAR real quick. Departure. So we have 14010. I missed the winds. It was 140, not 250. But that's fine. Good visibility. Broken at 10,000 feet. Broken at 25 at 5250. Temperature is 4. QNH is 3013. And that's all about good. We have some significant weather. If you can see, there is this icon here. It basically means icing, and you maybe can't read it very well, but it's from 1,000 feet, so 11,000 to level 190. So we can expect some moderate icing in this area, and it will accompany us for the whole flight, basically, because it's delimited by this squishy line. Also, if you can see this white line, this is a jet stream. It's scored at flight level 360, so basically we can expect headwind through the whole flight. And if I set the wind barbs, you can see it's going to be pretty much straight headwind through the whole flight. That's no problem, that's all good. Okay, let's continue. So anti-ice is automatic. We're gonna be using weather radar on both sides, just for the in case. And for the layout, as I was saying, we are at gate 23. We're going to push back facing to the east, and then we're going to taxi via Alpha all the way up here to the holding point runway 24 left, from which we are going to be departing. Our departure is going to be Montreal to departure, which is this one. We're going to depart on heading 237, and we have the description on the next page. Here, departure description, runway 24 left, climb on heading 237 degrees, or as assigned for vectors to assign route. So we're going to maintain, we have no ATC, which is going to do that. And here, unless otherwise assigned by ATC, jet aircraft maintain 5,000. So we have 5,000 already set in as well on our initial. All right, that's good. No big constraints here. This is basically a fly and go. No radio navs at the moment set. And I'm not going to consider any special considerations. As for the abnormals on the Embraer, so this is like the Boeings, if I recall correctly. So until 80 knots, we stop for any malfunction. If we have anything to worry about, we just stop between 80 knots and V1 only for significant malfunctions. And in that case, we're just gonna go thrust idle, max reverse, let the auto brake work, and stop on the runway and access the situation. Basically that's. Otherwise, we continue straight ahead, climb to 5,000, and we're going to return to the ILS runway 24 right, which is the longest one here in Montreal. I don't think we are overweight. No, we aren't. We have no other considerations, and that's basically it. If you guys are wondering where did I get these charts, it's from a website called flightplan.com. This is free. You can just make a registration here, and you have charts from United States, if I recall correctly, and Canada, which is very, very cool. So these are real life charts, and they are free to your use. This is really cool. Okay, so for the briefing, we are done. Basically, that's everything we have to do. APU is already running. Let's go ahead, disconnect the GPU here, and close some of the doors. Close the cargo doors, disconnect GPU. I think I can close already the cabin door as well. Clean the ground services. Move stairs, cleaning van. I'm gonna call better pushback as well already. Hit start.
Ground to cockpit, please show me where you want to go.
We're gonna go here. We have a jazz there. And position 2, 3. Alright, set here, enter.
Ground to cockpit.
Perfect. Okay, so let's go to the before start checklist and do it to the line. So copy preparation flow is complete. Fuel quantity is 4.4 on board. That's good. Barrow is set. It's synced on all sides, so we have no point in checking. Flat plan is checked. Emergency pocket brake light is illuminated, and pocket brake is set. Let me just remove here the handrest. Auto brake is on RTO, as you can see here. Fasten seatbelt switch is already on, and takeoff briefing has been completed. So that's to the line completed. Let's go below the line. Takeoff data is all set. Windows and doors are closed. We may now already close the cockpit door as well. And now we do sterile switch on, red beacon on, hydraulic system 3 pump A on, and I forgot to switch off the back. That's all good. So that's set. Steering off is displayed. And transponder, we can now switch it to TARA. I should just set it to Alt on, but we do not have that mode. So that's all set, and 2000. Let me just recheck once again that we do not have any ATC here at the moment. Just to make sure that we comply with everything. Alright, that looks about right. Good. Chris Ninja, do you want to be a pilot in the future? Yes, I am already a pilot in real life. So I have a license, PPL license, and I am going through ATPL theory at the moment. So that's my very much final goal, is to fly in real life. So yeah, absolutely. Okay, so northwest hold.
Connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Switch to the status. We have nobody behind us. Let's just check that everything is good. And let's do a little cinematic here, pushback, as we would be somebody on the ground taking a look at the aircraft being pushed back. Right, so let me just advise on that sim. And Montreal, oops, sorry. Oh, I don't have the keys bound correctly. Why is that? No, it should be good. Yeah, there we go. Let's do it again, sorry. Now I can't remove those vents. This is, by the way, freeware scenery from the forums. It's for X-Plane 11, but it works just fine in X-Plane 12, and it's way better than the default scenery. And Montreal traffic Jazz 7774, pushing back facing to the east for position 23, Montreal. And let's release the parking brake.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
And away we go. Chris Ninja, wow, really bro, congrats. I want to be a pilot of an A320. Thank you very much. It's very cool. I miss a lot flying because I work as well at the same time. But yeah, it's really cool. Definitely worth it. All right, there we go. Perfect. So we are clear to start the engines. Beacon is on. Everything is good. APU is running. Oh, one thing I forgot to do. Here on the air conditioning on and pneumatic page, I'm gonna switch the packs and cabin here to the letter C, which is the attendant. Actually, not the C letter, but the attendant one, because it lets the flight attendant control the temperature in the cabin with that little scroll that I showed you in the beginning. All right, let's start engine number 2. So run, start, hold it a bit, and there we go. And 2 is rising. Pressure is rising as well. I always forget to hit the chrono. Have some fuel flow. And N1 is good. Waiting for 500 ITT. Hello, sir. Oh, this is funny to read. English, but written in Russian. I emailed you, but you didn't respond. Yes, I forgot, but I remember that, and I will respond to you today. Okay, I promise. There we go. The ignition switch is off. Let's wait for it to stabilize. Closer to 500 degrees. It will get there. And yeah, that's a good start. Let's go for 1. And reset the chrono. There we go, N2 is rising.
After traffic, bonjour, Canada 8889, we're pushing back stand 58 for departure on 6 right.
Operation complete.
Montreal traffic.
Brake.
Brakes are set.
Disconnecting tow, standby.
Krasinja, I'm from Bulgaria, I guess. That's cool. So we see the engines assuming the load. That's good. And we have a good start on both engines. Perfect. Okay, now we can switch off the APU. Set flaps. Auto brakes already set. Set the trim. It's gonna be up. I think it was up 4.0 actually. That looks already set. Let's go performance, take off. Yeah, 4.0 up. That's good. Let's do a flight controls check real quick. Full up, full down, neutral, full left, full right, neutral, rather full left, full right, neutral. Beautiful. Status is set. I'm waiting for the hand signal to be received and do the after start checklist. Excellent. There we go. There is the guy. Good. And after the checklist, APU is off, flight controls checked, V speeds and flex temperatures are set here, 130, 148, 149, 195. It's all set, and we have 200 on the autopilot set, because we do not have FFC speeds, guys. So if you set the other ones, it will start to throttle back on your takeoff roll, and it's not very cool. Frame is up 4.0, the rest is centered and centered. Slat and flap is position 1, and FMA we have takeoff, roll, LNAV is armed, takeoff, VNAV is armed. So that's all good. Taxi light, let's go already with the side lights, brakes released. Add a little bit of juice, do a brake check. Okay, brakes are good. And away we go. In Montreal traffic, Jazz 7774 is going to taxi by Alpha 2, holding point to runway 24 left, Montreal. Maybe add some wiper action here. Yeah, it kind of cleans up the rain and doesn't make very much of a noise, so let's just maintain the wipers on. No traffic coming in from the right. Hello, Limonchik, how are you? So this plane is quite silent on the ground. Have a good flight, thank you very much. Thank you. And now I think we have to go here. I'm great. I'm very much looking forward to this flight. Very much. This is really cool. So we have LNAV armed for the moment. I want to go ahead and switch to heading mode, because I think it's going to be better rather than LNAV. Alright. Clear right. Clear left. That's Delta. Next is Alpha. Whoops, maintain the center line on the taxi. Do you like the plane? Oh yes, it's very cool. It's actually very, very good. To try the Embraer, I very much suggest you.
Control traffic, okay, 8889 taxi via Alpha to holding point 06 right, Montreal.
Yeah, I like it, and it's very cool to know, because it's a very different philosophy from the other aircrafts. But it's cool. It's definitely cool. It feels weird at the beginning, but once you understand it, you actually get amazed by how some of the things are more advanced than even compared with the Airbus. I mean, I like it. I like it a lot. And this is a pre-wear scenery, which looks really, really good. You have an Air Canada hangar there. Wow, this is nice. And I like the livery, how it looks on the Embraer. Looks really cool. So the other guy is going for 06 left, so it is going on a different runway, I think. Or was he going on the 06 right? Yeah, texture's all good, the physics are good. Systems are a little bit lacking somewhere, but mostly it's good. I mean, it's solid. Where it is developed, it's solid, and I like it, so... Really nice. I like the Air Canada livery. Hello, virtual pilot. Nice weather in Montreal. Oh yeah. It's cool. I mean, the TAF actually said that it might be raining with snow and everything, so it's not far from reality, I would say. Actually, not far. Not far at all. Air Canada 8889. And there he is. Is he gonna be taxiing to 06 right? Looks like so. I don't want it to speed up because maybe he's gonna get to the end of the runway quicker than us, and he might want to go take off first. So remember, we go straight ahead on the heading, and then we just go direct to with LNAV. Initial climb is going to be 5,000, looks about good. Yeah. You guys might be asking, why do I have this page open? Because this is the page where we can see the brake temperatures, and the brake temperature is one of the items we have to check before taking off on the Embraer. So brake temperatures have to be green. They are now. It's literally 4 degrees, but if I brake a little bit, you can see I'll be braking now. They should be coming up soon. Or did I just brake so little that they didn't even come up? They should. They absolutely should. Okay, the other guy is taxing. Alright, thank you, Limanchi. Good luck there as well, and you could return to school tomorrow. I also have work for tomorrow, so I'll have my own preparation as well a little bit later. Alright, so we reached the end here of the taxi. Let's brake a little bit. Turn here. And let's stop. Let's stop here. Set the brakes. So let's confirm before takeoff checklist. One thing very funny in the Embraer is I have to release parking brake.
Takeoff, okay.
Is this takeoff config? It's audible.
Takeoff, okay.
So if we, for example, let's say I'm gonna switch flaps 2.
Takeoff, okay.
When it finishes with the flaps 2 in the full position, it will say takeoff not okay.
No takeoff. Flap. Trim.
Flaps and trim. So yeah, basically because we changed everything, it will require to go. All right, there we go. That's the Air Canada 787. We're gonna let him go first, I think. Brake is set. And let's just say Montreal traffic. This is Jazz 77, 74 for Air Canada. You can go first, so I'm gonna finish some takeoff checks.
Okay, appreciate it. Then Montreal Air Canada 8889, we're taking off 06 to right.
All right, so we did the before takeoff checklist. So takeoff config is confirmed. Runway is confirmed as well. Where's the icon? There it is. 24 left. That's correct. Cabin crew is advised, and brakes temperature is on the green. So now we can switch to the map. And continue ECAS checked. Transponder TARA already, and before takeoff checklist is complete. So this is really cool. Switch the weather radar on here. Leave the lights off for the moment, and let's watch the 787 takeoff because I think it's gonna be quite nice. So let's set up a nice beautiful camera here. Switch it like this. Do a little cinematic zoom here, and watch the takeoff of the other guy. Oh, do you see the wiper animation from the outside? Nice. It's actually really cool. And there he goes. I'm gonna try to grab a screenshot because this looks quite good. There he is, he's rotating. Nice. Oh yes. There we go. That's really cool. Alright, let's go. Brakes released. Montreal traffic, Jazz 77, 74, lining up runway 24 left for departure, Montreal. Strobe lights on, landing lights are all on. Clear on left, with a beautiful 787 departing. Hope he'll have a nice flight. Have no traffic from the right side, that's cool. Let's go. It's our time to go. I love the new Air Canada delivery, especially the black zone on the nose. Yeah, I do like as well. I do like as well. So now I have to remember this is a really short aircraft. This is not like an A320 even, or an A319. So taxiing is a little bit different on this one. So I'm just gonna go and straight turn And yeah, we're just fine. Perfect. So 40%. I wish a nice flight to everybody. Stabilized and just let the throttle go. Take off. Thrust set. Airspeed's alive. Both sides. Hold. 80 knots. Release forward pressure. That's V1. Rotate. Let's go. Whoops. Nice and easy. Positive climb. Let's go gear up. Follow the heading. LNAV is going bonkers. We're just gonna continue. LNAV flight level change. I'm gonna just hit heading now. Lower gently the nose. And engage autopilot. Switch the wipers off. Switch the lights off. Now we can go to 50 knots for the acceleration. Whoops, sorry. And flaps up. Excellent, so we're now climbing to vectors. So to not let the aircraft level up, I'm gonna up the altitude to at least flight level 200. It's going good now. And I'm gonna go straight to Bob key. So we go Bob key, insert the direct, activate, hit nav, and hit VNav. So it's gonna go purple. LNAV, flight level change, and speed on elevator, because this is basically the SRS on the Airbus, which means it's gonna control its speed with the pitch. So I'm just gonna go and reselect the direct too. Nice climb out. The after takeoff checklist is silent, but basically gear up, slats and flaps are retracted, ECAS checked, APU is off, barrow is gonna be 3013 for the moment, transition altitude is 18,000 feet here in Canada as well as in the United States. Air conditioning preservation panel is checked, everything is looking good. Okay, let's go altitude flight level 300, which is our cruise altitude. Let it go. Now flying in the Star Wars fantastic rain effects. Scenery actually looks really cool. With the Orta 4XP, with Google Source. Sync the heading. Really nice to just click a button, not like on the 737 or any other Boeing, I think. Don't know about the 78, or where you have to literally scroll it. And the chrono time automatically gets calculated. So as you take off, there is an auto position, and once you lift off, it starts counting. So that's cool. Through 9,000. When passing 10,000, I'll go into climb 1. Alright, so let's go TRS, climb 1. So this will add us about 3% and 1. Lights are off, sterile switch off, and logo light off. Beautiful. And as well, we can accelerate to 280. Let's do that. So the latest beta on the Embraer fixed the deep down nose. When you would want to accelerate under VNav, it would basically just go bonkers. This one, it will maintain a nice position. It was supposed to even keep climbing, like plus 200 feet or plus 300 feet. So this is interesting. Interesting to see. Alright, there we go. At least we accelerated really quick and we're off to Toronto. That's really good. Let's see if we have any ETC. Toronto Center just went away. Yeah, but, well, poor guy was there for 3 hours. That's quite a lot of time, so... And it's still the Star Wars. Star Wars rain. Ah, Tenet. There we go. Nice. Let's take a look at the aircraft a little bit as we're outside here. So really cool livery as well. Nicely developed. Can download it from the Explain forums. And I think it works for all xCrafts aircraft. So if you do not own the E175 and you want to fly Air Canada Express, for example, you have the E190 or the E175, it should still work, because when I downloaded it, there were previews for all models, so that's really cool. It looks good, and with this scenery, quite greeny scenery, looks really nice. I like how this little aircraft is, and the black engines are fantastic. Zoom out a little bit so the engines will get quieter. And more Star Wars effect. I hope they fix this, because this is really annoying. Not when it's supposed to happen, but when it's not supposed to happen, it's really annoying. This is cool. And just as we are passing 18,000, so Barrow standard set. Excellent. Going really smoothly. There is the headwind I was talking about, so it's gonna be fun from here on. Look at how it climbs. So we're passing basically flat level 200 and still going above 3,000 vertical speed. That's really cool. And I really want to pass those clouds up there. I know they are at flat level 250, so we should get in pretty soon. And to make this rain stop. Oh, funny thing, by the way, guys, this jump seat chair works, and it's just like the real thing. Let's check the videos. This is really fun. And you have the radio panel here for the jump seater as well. Really, really cool. The oxygen mask for him. There, the waist. Yeah, and you basically sit like this. Oh, and we are into the clouds, by the way. So this is the reason why I didn't want to take out the passenger seatbelt sign on, because we would be going into some broken clouds at a very high level. And so I feel like it's getting lighter outside. Maybe we're just about to break out from the clouds. Star Wars! Let's go. And once we reach the cruise, as this is a very short flight, we're gonna start preparing ourselves for the for the arrival in Toronto, and set up the ILS courses. See the radio frequencies for the ILS, set the all altitudes, because yesterday I did a flight test on the E190 and he put me 2,000 feet above the glide slope, and that was not very funny. Yeah, there we go. We broke out from the clouds. Now we can check the model. It's quite dark still. I think he's still assuming we are in the clouds. And with that, I completely missed the level up. Actually, just remain in VNav, and it will level off. Slide over shoot there. So to 80, that means it didn't do the switch to Mach number because we didn't meet the temperature criteria. That's fine. We're just gonna go here and switch to, oops, sorry, Mach number and go Mach 77. Now above all these clouds, I think we might, sorry, we might be able to switch the passenger seatbelt sign, but I'm not so sure still. Okay. So top of descent is in about 100 miles. A couple of things I want to do. Let's go into the descent page. I think this is because of the jet stream, because X-plane goes kind of bonkers when close to the jet streams, and it's really difficult to maintain the altitude. So it basically does this. It really shouldn't do it. Like, mate, come on. You can stabilize yourself. Alright, transition level is going to be 180. Angle, this is what I want to change, 3 degrees, but I'm not going to change it just yet. First of all, I want to go to plan, and I want to see how is it doing everything. So we have an altitude restriction right there at Danka, which is at 7,000. This is correct, and a speed restriction of 220 knots. And then we have a discontinuity right there. Yeah. There we go, which is we're gonna clean, so I'm gonna hit activate. And now I want to see at what point he's gonna give me 3,000 feet. So at Lizdu is the point at which we should be at 3,000 or something like that. So close to 3,000. I would want to be at 3,000 here. So let me just go and set 3,000 here at Lizdu. So it will recalculate everything. And I'm gonna hit activate. And now we're gonna go back to performance. Descent, I want a 3 degrees angle. So it will recalculate all of this. And that's good. The arrival is already set. That's the runways we're gonna be using. And there we go, the altitude finally stabilized. And this looks good. So, fuel at our destination, it is expected to be at 2.1 tons. I think it will be a little bit more than that. So let's expect 2.5. 2.5. Zero fuel weight is 299, so let's say 30. So landing weight is going to be 32 and 300. Runway 24 left. Condition, I'm going to use good to medium. Wind, I'm just going to disregard this, and temperature, anything. QNH 1013. Flaps 5, obviously compute. Or you know what, guys, if you want to see how it calculates. Oh, hello, virtual pilot. How it calculates. Let's set the arrival airport 29904. So let's set 29904. Temperature will be 6, and winds are gonna be 140 at 10 as well. Nice. So compute. And we see no difference. Alright, we send this to the FMS. Go here to the data link. Load the speeds. Descent, arrival, this is all set. So I want to go exactly into the landings. This is all set. Landing in it, this is the important part. I'm going to be using flaps 5. We can set here the temperatures and the the weights, but this is not going to make any difference. 140 at 10. It will calculate the tailwind component for us, which is 1 knot. That's fine. And just set ice, yes, just in case. Alright, the approach speeds are all good here. Go around limits, set the same 800 to 3000. There we go, that's perfect. So we're well stabilized. I really don't like to fly into these clouds, so what if we climb slightly higher? Let's go performance, cruise, change to like 320. Yeah, it's not here, sorry. Performance in it, and it wants me to set it here. There we go. Now we can go 320, hit VNAV. Oh, did I just find a bug? VNAV altitude. Will you go? Flight level change. Let's do 7.6 for the climb. Now VNAV. And it disconnected the auto throttle. Why? No, wait. Autopilot, auto throttle. That's correct, but it should be speed on elevator there. There we go. Now we're back. This was fun. Now it made the switch to Mach number, because we got higher. And now it will throttle back. 77, and now it will hunt the altitude. Oh, this is actually really weird. This was not happening on the E190. Yeah, nice white colors, finally. Kriller, hello, how is the E175? So it's a little bit jerky compared to the E190. I feel the E190 a little bit more stable than this one. But mostly it flies well. I mean, it should stabilize now, I hope. 320, top of climb has adjusted. I have 18 miles to go. Alright, let us do a thing. We're gonna arm auto brake medium because it's probably gonna be raining. And go back to the flight plan here, to the radio here. And I think it's time to do a little briefing with you guys for the arrival. I've been playing with the E135, but it is not a proper X-plane, 12 plane yet, sadly. This is good. I would advise you to buy the E190 because you have the steep approach capability and it's a smaller plane compared to, let's say, the A319 or even the E195. This one, the E175, it's the first time I'm flying with it. I mean, it's fun. It's like a little rocket. A very unusual feel for me. So, but with the rest it works quite good. But I prefer the more stable and maybe I will say more mature feel of the E190, but it's all up to you. But it looks good. I mean, especially with this livery, look at it. It looks really good. I mean, I don't know, it's like a sports car. But a very capable sports car. It's not just like a sports car that can go anywhere. This one can. Oh, and I never spotted this detail. This is cool. I don't think this is on the E190. I like it. It looks good. And with this livery, it looks sick. Absolutely. I love the black details. The E135 is sunny, which is why I like that. I want to check out the E-Jets too, but money out, of course. xCrafts did say they were going to update the ERJ too. Yeah, well, I don't know about that. They should. They are good guys. I trust them. But yeah, I don't know about the ERJ. I like this one, so. Okay, briefing time, guys. Otherwise, we're gonna run out of time, and later I'm gonna mess up everything on the arrival. Just check once again. We have no ATC here. No, we don't. But we have somebody flying a C700, which I don't know what it is, but he's flying to Toronto as well. We just spotted him on the right side. Okay, come on. Arrival briefings. And please show me the display. There we go. So, Toronto, we're gonna go. Actually, no. Stop. Let's start from the beginning. Arrival briefing. You guys ready? Yeah. So, stage of the aircraft is all good. Apart from the little fiddly altitude capture. That's fine. Maybe that's on me, actually. Maybe I should have switched to the vertical speed and maintained the vertical speed there. But the rest is all fine. Weather looks good. No temps not checked. Anti-ice. We're going to leave it on auto, and weather radar on. The top of descent is going to be in around 60 miles. It's automatically calculated, and I really want to see how will it go this time. Our arrival is the Rugged 5 arrival. We're going to go for the ILS 24 left. Require RNAV1, which we do have. You can see here RNP1. And basically how this goes is we go from Rugged to Denka, which has the biggest altitude and speed restriction. We're going to have to follow, which is 7,000 and 220 on the speed. This is important. We're going to follow this. Then we turn right and fly 11 miles on a track of 282 to Amilu. And then finally we switch to whichever point is for us. In our case, it's Lisdu. And Lisdu goes for ILS 24 left. Am I correct? Yes, it is. The localizer frequency is 111.905 and the course is 237. Minimums for us is going to be 747, which is 750 because we could just put in increments of 10 on this version. And after landing, I'm going to be using, actually on the landing, I'm going to be using flaps 5, auto brake medium, because I suspect it's going to be wet. And if we read here the noise operating restrictions, on the general, reverse thrust consistent with safe operating procedures, plan landing using idle reverse thrust. So we're going to try to use that one. Then, after landing on 24 left, which is this one, I'm going to try to vacate either on Delta 2, but I am expecting to vacate on Delta 4. We're going to cross 24 right, very careful with the oncoming traffic if we have any. And after crossing, we turn right onto Charlie, and then we come here to Delta, whatever, 3, inside the terminal, and we just park somewhere in this area. This looks about good. No special considerations, no overweight, and for the moment no lost columns, but yeah, that's about cool. Yeah, we have a very big caution here. Be alert to runway 06 left to 4 right crossing clearances. Be prepared to stop short of 06 left to 4 right. Read back of all runway holding instructions is required. This is cool. These are really cool charts, because usually the real world, let's say, ones are not that pretty, but this one is really cool. Anyways, that's the briefing complete. And yeah, oh, by the way, Mike, yes, it absolutely looks like a shark. About 40 miles to go to the top of descent. Mach 77 is good. Let's do maybe the descent checklist already. So, descent checklist, approach briefing is completed. Minimums. See how that is important? I already forgot, it was 750. On the barrow. 750. That is set. Landing data is set as well. ECAS checked. Fasten seatbelt switch has been on for the whole flight. That's the descent checklist complete. Really good stuff. Really good stuff. Yeah, and just let's look outside for one more time. That was the other traffic I was talking about that was coming to Toronto as well, but he's flying some sort of private jet, biz jet. Let me try to zoom in. Yeah, that's the biz jet. There we go. It's a little bit turbulent, but you can see it, I hope. He's at 360. So yeah, that's fine. I just want to test one thing. Descent, let's set 3.5, and now I want 3 again, so it will recalculate everything. This looks good. So I'm waiting for it to ask me to scroll down the altitude to a lower level. And we're going to maintain the speed into the descent. The only thing we have to remember is the 220 knots on that waypoint. Then on Denka. Looking good. Looking good. Nice engine view as well. So 1 minute to top of descent. We should have an oral warning, and we should have the VTA here. Vertical track advisor appear, which is like basically what you have in an ILS, which is exactly this thing, but on this side. Also, let's first hit the descent, and then I'm going to configure the frequencies and the course. Looking good so far. Now we still have time. Alright, so in case you don't know how to set up the ILS course, you hit preview. A VOR1 appears here. If you hit again preview, a VOR2. If you hit again, it will disable that. But for the beginning, VOR1. Here, under the flight directors course, we set to 37. You can see here the course. So 237 is set. Now hit again VOR2. On the first officer side, set to 37 again. Now I'm going to just leave the VOR1. And we go into the radio. And on nav1, we can just simply type 111.905. 111.905. This is very useful. And that's it. Courses are set. All good and ready for the descent. And I'm still waiting for the note. Less than 20 miles to go. Looking good. Oh, Cruller, sorry, I forgot to reply to you. They should, the site says they're just resting after the big E-Jets update. Oh yes, and believe me, I don't think they're actually resting because they are actively working continuously on the E-Jets. So this beta, which is an open beta, has a lot of bug fixes and little small improvements that the last big release doesn't have. So this one is quite good. Oh, and there goes the guy. He's descending. Yep, he's definitely descending. Really cool. We will start descent soon as well. I'm pretty sure that that's maybe less than a minute already, or no? I think my understanding of speed today is anchored by this headwind of 68 knots, so we're flying with 380 ground speed. That's not that much. Ah, there we go. Okay, that's the VTA. And he's not asking me to set the altitude to reset. I'm gonna reset it myself. It's fine. Let's go 70. 7,000, as it will be. To an attendant call, flight attendant call, just to know that we're just about to descend. And I'm gonna maintain Mach 077, and then it will switch to knots, and then I'm gonna start deselling to 220. There's the VTA. Come on. There we go. Path is enabled. Beautiful. Engines will start to roll back. This is the beautiful thing I like about the Embraer. Yes, we have this on the Airbus and the 73, but you cannot set the descent of the glide, basically, the glide angle, or the path angle, should I say, on the Airbus. You could just go already on the FPA, but that's a little bit different still. And there we go. Nice descent. There we go. It's switched to indicated airspeed. Let's roll back to 280 knots. Back into the clouds for passengers. Excellent. So we still have 3 tons of fuel. So remember when I said that 2.2 tons was a little bit short? That's because the system is always calculating with the power setting that it has now. That's why we're now on the descent. He's showing 2.7 tons. Now as we added power, 2.6. So maybe 2.5 is right where we should be when landing. Let's see. I'm gonna call 2.5 tons. We have 3 tons now. Let's see how it goes. And time, basically have 20 minutes to land. Not bad. 20 something minutes. Back into Star Wars. Okay, this is all good. I'm not gonna be using this checklist page. Now just waiting for the transition level, which is 180. Switch back to the QNH. And oh, we have quite a lot of traffic here in Toronto. 2987 explains says, and the METAR says what? Let's see what the METAR says for Toronto. Oh, actually quite interesting. So we have wind of 160 at 9 with gusts to 16. That's quite a lot. So if we land 240, yeah, that's actually quite a crosswind there. So landing should be fun. Good visibility, scattered at 12,000, sorry. Broken at 20,000, broken at 25,000, temperature 6, QNH 2990. Let's use this one. Wow, this is gonna be fun, especially on a new aircraft for me. I like challenges. It's fine, good. Amazing weather. I feel your irony. I can feel it, you know. I feel it better than the rain hitting the windscreen. The windshield, sorry. But we can see some ground. And it's actually very unfortunate because we have this weather as the arrival into Toronto is quite beautiful. We have a big lake there, which I don't know the name. But it should be somewhere there. Oh, there it is. Let's go here into the past. Oh, it's even worse. Yeah, I feel you. This is quite bad. I should have installed that plugin that removes all of these rain drops, because I probably will get a lot better than this. But yeah, there goes the lake basically, and the scenery should look cool. But yeah, not much for the scenery today, unfortunately. I love challenges, said the Bombardier Challenger 300. Well, at least if they don't end up badly, that's fine. That's totally fine. You have to drop out of light speed to see the scenery. That's very good. Yeah, we're definitely... Well, you know, this is, what? This is Air Canada Express with some jazz. Express with jazz. This is what you get. Light speed. I've downloaded the killer for the drops and it looks much more realistic. Yeah, I will do that too. Kind of sick of it. Until they will fix this, because I mean, you don't even get the raindrops on the windshield now. I mean, it's just the black dots, so really annoying. But it's okay. Yeah, I mean, it would be. Oh, now it's perfect. Now it looks like it should be looking. And now it shouldn't. And now it's good again. And now it's not. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. So remember, 220 knots until Danka. 40 something miles to go until 28 to Ragate, 5 minutes. That's good. I'll maintain as much speed as I can. Oh, we have a Concorde coming. Oh, we have a Concorde coming from London Heathrow into Toronto, but he's a little bit behind us at 360, but flying at 581 knots. Wow. But making orders for the whole night weather. Haha, let's make it a challenge. Yeah, that's basically it. That's basically it. Which is quite sad. Alright, 2990. It's the Q&A I'm going to be using. But delivery looks good. Even in this rain, it looks good. I don't care. Reached 190. More people arriving into Toronto. Wow. Okay, cool. This is good. But for now, I'm gonna just maintain the star page open. And there we go. Follow 180. Let's hit the barrow and set 19.990. There we go. Delivery looks good even under the water. Well, let's hope it's not gonna end up into the water. Under the water. Yeah. It looks nice. Sorry, I constantly hit the wrong key. Oh, yes, nice. You can see outside. Rip. Come on, rain, stop for a little bit. I want to enjoy a little bit of this scenery. I haven't flown to Canada for a very long time. Maybe like since Flight Gear times? Am I right? Can't remember. $13 miles to go. To Rugged. And about 30 miles to Denka. Which we have the first altitude restriction and speed restriction as well, which is quite unfortunate because we're gonna have a basically straight flight for a little bit there, but that's fine. We have some traffic coming in, so this will give us time and separation. 38 minutes into the flight. Approach checklist is basically complete because the barrow is set and approach aids are checked and set. And I'll maybe do something. Maybe I'll switch to 2.5 degrees on the next path, so maybe we'll have a shallower descent. Maybe. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. I really hope I won't botch the landing. One mile too ragged.
Control Pearson traffic, Nova Jet 70 citation, jet 25 miles to northeast of the field, expecting ILS runway 23, Toronto.
And let's decel to 250, see how it decels. Quite nicely. I think I'm just gonna go and set in for 220 already. 220 on the speed, set, sync the heading. 5,000 there, 3,000 is gonna be for the ILS. And in case we go for missed approach, we climb to 3,000 and turn. Yeah, we'll climb on heading 237 to 1.5 DME and climbing left turn to 3000, heading 159 to intercept OBD, basically Toronto VOR, radio 189 to Petvo. That's good. Reaching 10,000, sterile switch on, landing lights on, logo light on. Oh, there we go, lock 1, localizer, alive for a second. This is the new update for X-Plane. I think it makes this this oscillations, which are quite more realistic, because it's not perfect just as you capture it. It has sometimes this imperfect lefts and rights. That's really cool. And there we go. 6 miles to Danket. We are at 20. Good. Now please start adding power. The Embraer doesn't have the best outer throttle, but it's actually realistic because the real aircraft doesn't have really good outer throttle either. So we're gonna deal with what we have, and that seems fine to me. Yeah. Remember I set Lisdo at 3000. There we go, you can see the profile coming to Lisdo at 3000 perfectly. So what I think is gonna happen is we're gonna probably intercept the ILS a lot earlier, and we're gonna just go into the ILS rather than just lose altitude and then leveling off. Gonna probably revert to vertical speed. Somebody's coming to some whatever way it is. 794, okay. And we are how far? DME1, we are 30 miles. Now that's quite a lot still. There we go, 7,000, nice turn. It will maintain the altitude for the moment. Sync the heading. Next checklist is going to be landing checklist. I'm going to get prepared. Toronto Pearson traffic, Jazz 77, 74, 24 miles out of Pearson for the ILS 24 left, inbound Amilu at the moment. So we can't see any traffic at our TCAS for the moment on the radar, so that's pretty good. Yeah, these two guys are nicely there. There we go. So as you can see, we're
Toronto Pearson traffic, Nova Jet 70 establishment, localizer runway 23, 7.5 miles, Toronto Pearson.
as you can see, we're slightly below the localizer for the moment. So what I want to do is really just arm the approach. So localizer glide slope. I'm gonna maintain it this way. I'm waiting for the localizer here to come alive as well, and then if it comes alive and if it sinks, I'm just gonna engage Warlock, and we're just basically gonna shoot an ILS straight from here, because why not? You're 20 miles out, so we can keep with the speed. Oh, yep, there we go. You see? And now we start the turn. I'm gonna let it finish the turn. And I'm gonna go Warlock. There we go. Localizer, flight path angle. Glide slope. Will you arm? Nope, it didn't want to. Well, that's annoying. Let's go back to FMS. FMS, VNAV, path. And then we're gonna fly via it. Alright, that's fine. Altitude's 3000. That's good. Speed is good. Let the approach armed. 16 miles out. Let's start slowing down. Flaps 1. I find it really weird that we're so offset with the glide slope. Let's see. If something goes wrong, we just go around. We have plenty of fuel. Let's throttle back to 180. Oh, hello. That was fun. That was fun. That was not supposed to happen. Did it just lose itself? Yes, it did. It just lost itself. That's very fun. Okay, if I go Warlock, will you capture the localizer? Yes, you will. So I can go vertical speed. And let's say I want to maintain minus 1000 for the moment. It just lost itself.
Toronto, fix on traffic, Nova Jet 70, clear runway 23, taxi signature north, Toronto.
Let's go flaps 2. I need to recall the speeds. If you ref 131, then we're gonna go with 136.
Counter traffic, Canada 704, crossing 24 right.
Yeah, it completely lost itself. Completely. Look how high we are. Alright, this is gonna be a go around basically. So altitude 3000, we're gonna maintain 3000. Sync the heading. We're gonna do something here. Heading vertical speed is armed to 3000. I'm just gonna go and do a little turnaround here. And Toronto traffic jet 7774, we're gonna do a one hold at QRX here to lose some altitude, Toronto. Yeah, rain is annoying. It's definitely annoying, but more annoying than that is what just happened with the altitude. Second time it's happening here. And this is like no good at all. It's fine. Just gonna do an orbit. Continue. Let's decel a bit more. Actually, not that much. Like this. There's the glide slope. You can see it now. We should be here by 3000. This is not good. I will report this to them. They'll have to have a look on this. And we slightly overshot here the localizer. That's fine. Flaps 3. And now we can hit approach. Localizer, glide slope, please go with it. Oh, come on, man, don't climb. This is just stupid. What the hell are you doing, man? Heading mode. Altitude 3000, autopilot. Okay, let's fly out. Let's fly out. This is going wrongly. Flaps up.
High speed.
Yeah, I know.
High speed.
Because the aircraft for some
High
reason wants to
speed.
go
High speed.
with full power,
High speed. High speed.
nose pointing down
High speed.
on a dive
High
when he's
speed.
200 feet from intercepting. This is really bad. I never had this. I never had this. This is very annoying to have. Okay, let's fly away for a moment. Let's recompose the aircraft. Heading. Altitude. Flight level change. Autopilot. Sync the heading. Go 210 knots, please. Look at him go.
Throttle. Throttle.
Okay, speed on elevator, flight level change, heading. Go back to FMS, maybe because this is why it was bugging, but it was not supposed to. Look at that, he's just missing the altitude by so much.
Autopilot.
Okay, you know what? This is fine, we're just gonna be good pilots. And what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be disconnecting all automation. If I will be able to do so. It still shows that the throttle is engaged, and that's not fun. And we're gonna hand fly this approach because we can do that, no problem. So 136 on the speed. I'm gonna ease as much work as I can. Flight directors off. I want to really disengage this auto throttle because this is annoying as hell. What is happening? This is so bad.
Autopilot.
I can't disconnect the auto throttle.
Autopilot.
My binding doesn't work for the auto throttle. $136. Let's maintain the 3000 for directors off. Let me just confirm one thing real quick here. East Coast servers. Yaw damper, autopilot. Where is the auto throttle? Wait. This is fine. Apply. Autopilot take off, go around. Autopilot, auto throttle, off and disarm. Okay, I have a second button here. Does it work? No. This is annoying. Let's try. I mean, this is really annoying. It's not supposed to happen. Stop. We are at the altitude.
Autopilot.
Nope, not working, and we are constantly getting more speed, and I don't like it. Autopilot, auto throttle, speed toggle. This should disable it. Arm engage auto throttles. Let's try this one. Nope, doesn't work. Let's try again. I hate to do this, guys. I'm very sorry. Autopilot, auto throttle, disconnect. Let's try this one. Yeah, I can't do it. It's not allowing me. Flight director's off. The auto throttle still is on. What if I switch the source? Nope, it doesn't allow me. It doesn't allow me. So what I can do more? Let's try direct, activate, just for the sake of it. Auto throttle, nope, can't disconnect it. Doesn't work. Change to warlock. There we go with the power again. Well, this is very unfortunate. If I go to trust and maybe change this, will it change something?
Autopilot. Autopilot.
It should disconnect the auto throttle too. And I'm not being able to do that. Alright, we're maintaining 3000. Let's disconnect out of that sim for the moment. We're gonna manage this situation. It's okay, guys. We still have fuel. I completely botched the fuel, but we would be landed by now. And still 2.5 tons. So at least with the fuel I got it right. Okay, what if I set like 240? It's completely crazy, man.
Throttle. Throttle.
Oh, there we go. Yes, finally. Okay, my controls now. Flight director's off. What was this? Oh my god. This is bad. They need to fix this. Okay. Let's now do this the good way. Manual flight. Stabilize the aircraft. Maintain the 3,000 feet. We can do this. And I will be doing a clean install of this. Because definitely something bugged. Very annoying. This didn't happen in the previous versions. Alright, can we have some guidance here? Yes, we can. Perfect. So let's do 3000. I'm gonna fly there to 3000. Warlock should be active. I'm just intercept and fly manually through the whole ILS. This was actually fun because I had to really think about it. What to do. I'm now afraid to switch it on. I feel like it's fine now, but it's kind of it's kind of weird. Kind of weird. Alright, there we go. Stable aircraft. 3,000 feet, this is what we want. I think I should add in the title of this video or on this live description saying fighting with bugs. It would be totally realistic. Alright, there is Lizdu. We're going nicely, we don't want to accelerate that much. We still have fuel, so it's good that I brought extra fuel. I'm gonna set already 136 so I can remember and focus on the approach speed later. Let's imagine it was a failure. Well, it definitely was, related to some bugs, some really annoying bugs that never happened to me. But it's fine, it's fun. At least we can prove that flying the xCrafts manually is really cool. And we got to see some sightseeing. There we go, Toronto downtown, I guess, with the very famous tower. So, good points, and I need to concentrate on flying. Get back to 3,000 feet. Set the lights on already. This is all good, this is all good. Auto brakes, we don't need to arm them, they are automatic. Earlier, I have many friends that moved to Toronto. Oh, really? I don't know why, but I kind of find Canada interesting, an interesting place. I definitely will visit it someday in my life. Are we on Warlock? Yes, we are. Lock 1 should come to life. I've only been to the Montreal airport so far. Okay. So actually pretty fun that we flew for, in Montreal today. Yeah, we're fine. 5 miles there to go. Let's add flaps 1. Start pitching down just a little bit. Yep, there we go. That increase in lift, so we have to compensate for it. Maintain the 3000. Now we can start probably a really nice turn to the left. Well, this time our jazz flight was not on time. That's fine. Oh, Vancouver looks so beautiful from the pictures. It really does. I can't see the runway just yet, so let's continue to fly via instruments. There we go, localizer coming to live. Wind is coming from the left, so we're definitely getting pushed. Let's turn more steeply. Just to get in time for the loc. There we go, just about right. A little overshoot. Wasn't that bad actually. Maintain the 3000. Lost some speed there, that's fine. Let's catch the localizer well centered. Let's take a look outside for a moment. Still raining, but beautiful livery. This will be positive. Okay. There we go, nicely on the needle. Look, this is wrong. He's showing that we are above Lisdo, and Lisdo is 10 miles in front of us on the lower profile. This is weird. Are we even flying to the right place? I'm starting to, let's take a look at the compass. Yeah, compass is wrong. I mean, it's not wrong, but it's different. Ah, okay, glide slope is alive. Okay, looks like we're flying to the right place then. Still raining, but beautiful livery. Slogan of this flight. Absolutely. Oh, and a definitely bugged navigation system. Okay, there we go. We're on glide. Let's lower the engine power. Start descending, which is what ground speed do we have? 180. Then we should start at the -900 descent rate. Lower a bit more. Let's go with flaps 2. It will add some drag to us. 2000 feet to go. Let's lower the gear to add some drag. And I think I can start to see the runway. Flaps 2 are deployed. We are nice on the glide. Slightly to the left. Yeah, I definitely see the runway. And flaps 3. Yeah, that flaps deployment actually helped with us starting to being a little bit down. Profile flaps 4. And I think flaps 5. Alright, 136, this is what we wanted. 136. Let's not work as bad as the auto throttle. And add the 50-something% power for this one. Trim the aircraft nicely. Gear results to landing checklist. Cabin crew is advised, probably by the first officer, because I'm not bothered. Auto throttle is off. Landing gear is down with 3 greens. Slat and flap is on position 5. And EK is checked, so we're clear to land. All is good, apart from our completely botched approach. Yeah, we're good on speed, a little bit gusty, as you can see the speed tape moving just slightly so. Have a nice landing. Thank you very much, Mike. And we're getting slightly above. Let's reduce just a tiny bit of power. Trying not to over control the aircraft, but it actually feels lighter because it is smaller compared to the ones that I am used to fly. Even the E190 is a bit more stable. I see 2 whites, 2 reds, that's good. And 1000 feet we are perfectly stable and nice, good. Slightly above, correcting.
Approaching minimums. 200. Minimums.
Continue.
Minimums.
136, exactly.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Ah. Come on. Alright. A little jump, idle reverse. Not the perfect center line, definitely. Let the auto brake work. Reverses on idle. And vacate on the next one, reverses out.
Auto brake.
Auto brake off. Now don't stop, please. Don't stop. Don't stop. I disconnected the auto brake. Alright, let's switch the wipers on. And I missed the exit, I think. The exit that I wanted to take. But that's fine. So 1 hour and 10 minutes. We lost 10 minutes and 2.3 tons. That's totally fine. Auto brake back to RTO. Landing lights off. Strobe's going to maintain those because we're going to cross the runway now. I disconnected from VATSIM. This is Delta 6. Delta 6. Whoa, 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 whoa. Brake. Delta 6. Yeah. I don't know where we are, actually. Because I have only Delta 4 on the charts and Delta 8. So, okay, never mind. Flaps up. No traffic coming from the right. No traffic coming from the left. I'm gonna cross here. Switch off the weather radar already. Come on. Back to the systems page. Start the APU. That was a bit botched arrival. Get some Tim Hortons while you're there. What is that, by the way? And if you ever visit Canada, tell the pilot how cool the delivery is. Oh, I will. He will probably be happy. Starting the APU. Flaps are up, slides are retracted. This is all good. This is all good. We can switch the strobes off now. And just taxi basically straight ahead. This is where we should have vacated. Delta 6? Delta 6 is on the other side. Did I land on the wrong runway? No. No, too far left. What the hell? Oh, so that was Delta. Now I want to check. Because we vacated here. This is Delta 8, I'm 100% sure. And Delta 6 is probably ahead. This is just Delta. Why doesn't it have a nice... Well, okay. Alright, that's wrongly placed there. And we just want to go to the gate and just report everything that we noticed today to xCrafts. So add a bit more power, get us to the gate. After landing checklist, which was silent, is complete apart from the pitch stream, which we're going to be setting up 4.0. And yes, I hope next time I bring the Embraer on the stream, it's going to be better. Oh, and there you go, that's the brake temperature. As you see, it has increased. Crossing runways, nobody coming. Stabilize just for the sake of it. A very wobbly taxi. Strobes off. Check the APU. Oops, sorry. The APU is running. This is good. And we want to go to any damn gate. Let's turn here. No, the next one. And yeah, turn here. Brake a little bit. Come here to the left. Now we are near the apron, so taxi side light off. And it feels like it is very wet outside because taxiing feels very slippery and very weird to brake. And there is a marshaller, so we're gonna go straight there. Poor bloke standing there under the under the rain. And stand 180 sounds about right. Switch the taxi light off so we don't blind the guy. Maintain center line. Which I failed to do on the landing. And stop. Brakes are set, so we have APU running. And that means we can switch off the engines. And now we do this. Oops. This, and this. Oh, nice. Parking checklist, emergency parking brake is on, engine 1 and 2 and off, steering switch off, fast signal switch off, red beacon switch off as well. And transponder back to standby. And I'm gonna leave it right there. Now, open the door, get some ground services, set the shocks, stairs not required, let's just call for the cart, loader, cleaning van, some people. GPU, forward passenger, and actually, you know what? Let's just remove the GPU. I'm gonna stick on the on the APU. All right. Now I really want to leave this aircraft. Usually it doesn't happen, but today it's a very weird day here in Canada in virtual X-Plane with the rain and all those bugs. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. I'm not gonna even display the replay. This will get reported to xCrafts and I'm sure they will fix this. Never had I encountered this problem, which is really annoying because basically everything that can go wrong will get wrong on the stream, but that's fine. Hope to see you next week. I have no idea what I'm gonna do on the next week, but it's gonna be a video. So if you have any suggestions, throw them out into the comments. And yeah, you're gonna see those. Bye guys, thanks for watching.